With this video, we're going to be looking at a variation of the child pose stretch. So if you want to come into that child pose stretch, walking forward until your hands are out straight, resting your hand down as low as you can go, and then if you straighten those arms out and bring your head down onto the mat. So you come into the full child pose position, stretching through the lower back and into the top of the buttocks. But quite often we can be very tight on one side of the spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch off the right side of the spine here by walking the right hand over to the left hand. And you'll find that your head will move from centre as well. You might find that your head lifts from the mat slightly, but try not to hold on to your head and keep it tight. Try and let the weight of the head pull down and relax through those shoulders. And if you want to, you can take the hand a little bit further over to the side, just as far as you feel able to. And you'll feel the stretch through that right shoulder, down into the right shoulder blade, into the rib cage and down into the lower back. You may well find that this right hip wants to lift from the heel, but just try and keep the weight through that buttock, into the heel, down into the floor, and then keeping that arm pulled through, so almost like someone's pulling through your body. And then once you've held that for a good sort of 30 seconds, you can walk the hand back to its original position. And then if we follow over onto the left, so you're walking the left hand over onto the right one, and see how that feels. And then from that position, if you feel like you can go further, you can walk that hand just as far as it'll go. And you might be surprised how restricted you are on one side compared to the other. And that's a good way of learning about what's going on with your body. So your body will tell you if it's a little bit more uncomfortable to go one side more than the other. And that might tell you that maybe you need to repeat it on the one side double the amount of time compared to the other side, but I'll let you decide on that. But you should feel that stretch coming all the way through that left side into the shoulder. You shouldn't feel any sharp pains. It should feel like a muscle pull, and you shouldn't get any pins and needles or numbness in your elbows or your wrists at any point. If you do, just come back to a normal child pose position. That's great. And then once you feel like you've finished and you're nice and stretched, you can unravel yourself and curl yourself back up into kneeling. Excellent. So that's the child pose stretch with a side reach to stretch off the waist, especially at the back of your body. And hopefully that will help to just release all that tension through that area of your body.